Screaming Females. That was a pretty good Mount Rushmore. But Lifetime, and then you also, you got Gaslight, you got Saves Today, you got My Chemical Romance, like the Mount Rushmore of Jersey Punk. A lot of great stuff on there. Really great stuff. That's just the tip of the goddamn iceberg. Naked Waffles from the beautiful anonymous community. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope you catch up soon and keep enjoying it. Chris Breyer, you were in the class that Aubrey Plaza was in. That was a level 3 class. That was a good class. Good to see you. Hope you're well as well. Unwind Record and Comics wants to know my favorite new song. It's not a new song, but I will say I recently heard on WFMU a song. It's just a genre I'd never listened to. It's a guy who writes operas. Michael Nyman's The Nose List song is a 7-minute long opera, and it fucking rocks. I'm doing a Instagram live to try to get some people in New York. Who no show on their tickets because we keep them cheap, and you always get in. So come on down. People are also mentioning the New Jersey Mount Rushmore should include Titus Andronicus. I'm not going to argue with that. I mean, you could put the Front Bottoms on there. You could put so many bands on there. So many. Thursday. People pointing out Thursday. A lot of great bands that could get on there. Chris is asking me if I still do jujitsu. I told you to start in 2007. I do it off and on. I'm having trouble finding a gym I like in North Jersey. Anyway. What makes a band or artist a sellout? You should read the book Sellout by Dan Ozzie. My friend Dan wrote a whole book about selling out. And it's great. Eric Germ is not a first-time viewer. Eric Germ, you are a legacy. You are a legacy viewer, and you know it. And I love you. Forrest Phillips, thank you so much for supporting the show. You've always had my back. What's going on in West Orange these days? They're trying to sell the new Llewellyn Hotel, which was the halfway house where actual mentally ill people lived and used to wander around my neighborhood, but nobody's buying it.
Can't believe I found you
so there's that. Someone wants to know how Banana Man's doing these days. And legit, yeah, Byron, you don't even know. He just walked into the goddamn room. Want to know if you're still doing jiu-jitsu?
No, because it's not fun anymore. I never tapped.
Because he tapped out. Once he tapped out, he was done.
Because he did tap out.
It's weird that Foley got all distracted as soon as Gethard shouted out Forrest in the live chat.
I'm so glad strange. Helps you.
Hello, everyone. Geth's live right now on Instagram, so definitely do a 2-screen experience here.
Yeah, let's keep it
with us on one screen and Geth on the other.
Oh no, no, it's not on my screen anymore.
Yeah, that's why I pulled it off. Blog, put it up there.
Okay.
You gotta have it open on both. I'm not depriving Geth of a view count.
I already had it on this screen here.
Well, oh, you had it on that one. Well, that's fine then. Here you go. But I'm so curious what it will be in terms of the show tonight.
Well, I predict that we were talking pre-show. We were talking about who might be there, and I think that Jersey Dave and I think Banana Man might be there. Just some guesses I have.
I'm back.
Yeah,
you're back. That's the huge news. Is Missy has returned? Sorry, I got completely sucked into this Geth pre-show.
No. It's so Geth to just like cockblock my welcome back for that pre-show.
Well,
this is what it is. It's that pre-show.
And he used to always do a pre-show before CGP.
We're holding space for Geth right now.
Yeah. I mean, the only hint we've gotten outside of this stream that he's doing right now is that it's someone who's it's gonna be real fun and real insane.
I mean, as always, I need to get my tickets still.
You do at ucbcomedy.com.
Do it.
You have to go find your phone. Yeah, you do.
Was it have they been as long as the first one?
No, I mean, there's
Okay.
only been 2.
Well, okay. So the second one was
The second one was actually like the solid 2 hours.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I forgot how long that first one was.
The first one was 3.
They probably got some notes.
I think also they probably just overbooked the first one. / there's a specific guest who I think went long.
Well, yes, and what's funny is that I heard Conan talking about that guest. All like they were watching his sets and stuff because they wanted to make sure that they didn't like overlap in any jokes and stuff. So I'm like, oh, he really was doing the rounds at different comedy clubs doing this.
I mean, you know, I'm a phone. Were I someone in their 30s, maybe by the end of their set, I'd be saying, "This is 40."
I'd be saying that. And I might be saying that soon.
Yeah.
Great segue, by the way.
Yeah, because next week's topic will be 40-year-old Goosey.
40-year-old Goosey. And who's the Goosey? It's me.
Blog is the Goosey.
You're the Goosey, it's you.
But yeah, welcome back, Missy, after a bunch of shows.
Yes, I'm very excited. The play that I did went very well. It was very well received. Things from the Void. Got to see it along with Potatoes and Molasses, so they can vouch that I actually was doing something. I wasn't just avoiding you all, and that I did it a-okay and pretty darn well. So I was very happy that I was able to have someone, some Georgie Porgies from the Discord be there, and I want to thank them again for coming on out. We had a nice time. I took them to the Art Center, and we took them to Zombie Burger. I can't remember what they got.
Wow.
But it was very nice. The nicest thing I think people said to me was that they were very glad to see me back on stage because they had missed me. And so I probably won't be taking as long to do things again, but I will definitely be putting Wednesday nights at least as a conflict until as possible for it, because I might be auditioning for a musical coming up. The first time I've done it in Des Moines.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
I'm looking at auditioning for Anything Goes. And there's a character that's like a British fiance. And I'm like, oh, I can play a weird British guy. I'm cool with that. And I just haven't done it. I'm like, I can sing, so let's just try this. It'll be very fun. It'll be
Nice.
an experience I haven't done since college,
Oh,
which is
boy.
too long ago now.
I will say, for some reason, when I hear Missy and British accent, I'm immediately like, okay, so it must be a murder mystery musical.
Right? No, it has to do with sailors, but I don't remember exactly like why they're sailing or what like do. I just know I mean, it's all Cole Porter songs. I love Cole Porter. And it's like his version of Jukebox Musical because it has a bunch of stuff that are from like other ones, and I don't know if that's just the version that's out now or like the original version he did, but
Oh, it's his Strange Magic.
yeah, this is like Cole Porter's Strange Magic. This one's for girls, I guess. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm really just excited at the opportunity to maybe do something again.
And
that would
so
also
I
make me
thought
not have to like be like present all the time. I was very present in the show that I did,
Yeah.
so I had to be at rehearsals quite a bit.
Yeah. See, I thought Boney was going to say you already did a musical because you were in A Christmas Carol, and then I realized it's just the Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yes, we didn't have any. There was no music in ours.
It's not book by Charles Dickens. I mean, it is, but not in that way.
They did.
Yeah.
They cut out the love song for your production.
They did, unfortunately.
I hate that. That's not right. You need that song.
Because then I would have had.
You need to see how Scrooge his heart breaks. It can't just go, oh, and we're all sad now for some reason.
Your play was recommended by the church?
Yeah, I believe one of our people is in their church choir. And also, I need to talk about this play now that Potatoes and Void have seen it, so I can give spoilers. So I gave the premise at one point.
Churches love cool Missy.
They do. And
See
so
how cool
they
that is.
are. It was about a couple that had been married for 40 years or 50 years and decided to get a divorce. And they're like,
First,
okay,
I thought their marriage was a 40-year-old goosey, but
yeah, I believe it was 50. My brain is now flip flopping between 40 and 50, and I just finished the show. But I play one of the sons, who is canonically gay, which is great. And me and my older brother, who's like the responsible one. It is 50. Okay, thank you. Because yeah, they're approaching 80. And so the sons come rushing in along with my older brother's like wife, and they're all like, we can talk this out, right? Like, we'll be able to do things. And they're like, no, we're fine splitting up. If your mom wants to have a divorce, I'll let her have it. The mom's like, yes, I'm like trying to live my own life. I'm tired of like, waiting around for him. And so in response to that, my character has this amazing scene where I bring a guy home to my parents' like nursing home area. It's like not like assisted living, but it's just like a retirement community. And I bring him home.
like
And
they
I
live in Margaritaville intentional housing, if that helps people picture
Yeah,
it.
yes, exactly. And we're getting drunk, and I tell him about the school play that I'm putting on because I was a drama teacher, where I was essentially doing the Crucible, and any kid that auditioned gets a part because this is something I'm like, because like, do you remember auditioning for the school play and not getting a part? It was a popularity contest. And so he just lets any kid join, which then he has to create roles for the kids in the play. So he's like, okay, well, I'm doubling up all the characters. So there's like 4 Abigails, there's like 3 John Proctors, there's like, other Reverend Hales, and you'll know it's the new ones because they're switching their costumes around. And I've added like a sister and a best friend, and there's an assistant reverend and a court stenographer. And you realize that he's casted 200 kids in this show. And everyone else in the cast thought it was high school. And I'm like, oh no, I think Brian's a middle school teacher. Because I just think it's funnier that he's making middle schoolers do a McCarthy era, like allegory play. It's like, no, this is a classic, kids. You'll love it. And so then the person that I bring home decides to do some role play, but he starts to talk in a voice like this. Because when I say my mom and dad are here, he's like, ooh, we'll get in trouble again. Why? Just like last time. And I'm like, last time? And then he presents his ass to me with a jockstrap on, but he pulls down his pants, which is why this comment is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
The
Wow.
church.
And so,
What a
and
saucy
then
church.
yes, and then he like takes me and like throws me down on my father's recliner, and I like lean back and everything, and then I'm basically like, excuse me, are we doing sibling role play? And he's just like talking over me. I'm like, okay, I don't want to. So my character freaks out, like, let's not do it. And the character's like, okay, fine, if you can't do role play. And I was like, no, I can do role play, but I don't want to do incest. And then he's like, incest? What do you mean incest? It's like, well, mom and dad, all that stuff. It's like, it was my mom and dad. It was sleepover. It wasn't our mom and dad. And it's like, oh no. And then my character has a breakdown and starts just talking about how his parents are getting divorced and it sucks. And the other guy's like, aren't you like middle-aged? Like, this might suck if you were a kid, but like they can do what they want. And then I will deliver a great monologue that I was given, which is, let them do what they want. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? Adults cannot do what they want. That's like, the defining feature of adulthood is that you never get to do what you want. Children get to do what they want. Adults struggle to meet the needs of other people, satisfy 1,000 obligations, make a living, and still wind up falling short and disappointing everybody. Which then he asks, are you sure you're not married? And I say no. Great response line. But then I talk about like, this is my family. I don't have another family and I don't have my own family. And then he delivers a really like lovely speech about how it's like actually kind of inspiring that their parents are wanting to, discover themselves at that age. And I was like, that's not what's happening here. They're just being short-sighted and selfish. And then he's like, well, okay, I can't deal with you because I promised myself I'm not going to caretake other people in relationships. I just wanted to fly my freak flag and you're just dumping on me. And so I just like, bitch at him. And then he calls me a baby and slams the door. And then I cry some performances. I cry if I have the tears. My mom comes downstairs. She's like, I heard voices. And I'm like, oh, you're imagining things. Then not to drag it out. We have a very nice heart-to-heart talk where she talks about, wanting to discover things in her life and wanting to, marriage is just sort of like you eventually just divide things up and like everyone lives their own life kind of in a marriage and stuff. And she's like, and I wanted to break out of that. Then reveals that she has always been in love with her high school sweetheart, or crush, and just married the father out of convenience. That she had an older child to see if that would help things, and then had me so my older brother would have a companion. And then reveals that she had keep meeting her high school sweetheart throughout the years, and that one night he took her to the banks of the Schuylkill River and gave her the most incredible, what's the word, head. Oh, he gave me the most incredible head. And my character is like, that's Forrest, or for Phony, the response that you gave is the exact response that I gave. Like, what? And I'm like, mom, stop, I can't do this. And she's like, no, I will be a whole person to you. I will. And then my character has nothing to say to that. And so then she reveals it all. And I'm like, should have ran off with him. And she's like, that just... kids don't want their parents to be happy. Like, it's whatever. And the character's like, well, I wouldn't have wanted this. Like, growing up surrounded by whatever this is. Like, you want to know why I can't find intimacy? Because I never saw it, Mom. And she's like, well, maybe you're seeing it now. Which is, like, a beautiful moment. Then there's a scene where we basically try and convince them one last time. And the dad's packing the suitcase. And I blow up at my... older brother, because he's basically like, I take care of the family, I do everything, I do all the financial obligations, and I basically call him out on bullshit, and then doing a 10-minute version of a 2-minute play. 2-hour play. Oh yeah, I'm doing 10 minutes of a 2-hour play. Yeah, I was saying 2-minute play. I was like, hey, come on. And I call him out for several of the things that, brothers normally do, like making me walk behind him, telling him that I was adopted. But then I also revealed that he told everyone at school that I had a terminal illness, and then he made fun of me when I realized I was getting noticed, and I thought that maybe I'd gotten popular. So I was like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
And then my mom comes back, and she's like, oh, are you headed out? I'm going to make you a sandwich. And then there is the play is then about a play about making a sandwich, and the mother makes a sandwich on stage, every single piece. She forgot the mayo, so she goes back and gets the mayo. Then she comes back out, and we all just have to watch her make a sandwich.
It's just like that show.
Yep, for her husband as he's leaving to go live in his own area. And the first act ends with him crashing his U-Haul into the house.
Right.
So in the second act, we meet his girlfriend that he has. Oh, that's something he revealed. My mom reveals is that her husband Ori has a girlfriend. Yeah, she's humming, making the sandwich the whole time, humming public domain tunes because we realized we wouldn't be able to actually legally do anything from a play, like a musical.
Right.
She just starts letting all of anything go.
Yeah. So the second scene was basically
She's
just
some hot dog to herself.
Yeah. The second scene is essentially the mom and the girlfriend of my dad hanging out, and then by the end of it, she's kind of like, not scares it, but like because of what their conversation they're having, the girlfriend just like leaves, and it's revealed that like she's just gone. Like and so everyone gets back in there, and we get confirmation, like. Basically, things get heated. I reveal about my mom's affair. My brother blows up and basically is like, well, our whole childhood was bullshit. Everything was bullshit. You are full of bullshit. Like, this is all just bullshit. And love is bullshit. And then the wife has a great moment where she's like, his wife is like, no, I believe love is real. Then I say, fine, do you know what? I can move in and help Dad recover from the U-Haul. And my mom's like, you kids are not understanding. We want you to go. And the dad's like, yes, go. Like, you need to sort your own fucking lives out. Like, we can't take care of you anymore. And just, like, leave. And so we essentially both, you know, kind of have those moments of, like, we all are understanding, even though we're emotionally, you know, at our own places. Then my mom and dad have a nice moment where they're just sitting at the end, and they just sort of both say, you know, out loud the things that they want, you know, just listing it. Like the wife wants to make a difference, and get a cat. The husband wants death with dignity, and to be like a better grandfather than he was a father. Then it just ends with them kind of like having a beautiful countdown where they're both saying things at the same time. And then they go 1, 2, 3, and there's just a nice little breath. And the play ends with that beautiful ambiguity. We don't know how they're going to be, but we at least know that they both are going to do it as their own people. So yeah, it's a very beautiful, very funny play. The writer Bess Wohl has the most incredible ability to write peaks and valleys within scenes where there'll be something really emotional happening, but then a great joke just sneaks in there and like helps lighten it, but then, you know, you're able to do all that. So really fun play. Was very glad I was able to do it. Was very sad to miss out on all the fun that you guys had. But
yeah.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck? I leave for like 5 weeks and you just like do drafting the drafts?
Yeah.
And then I don't understand it.
So
What is why? Like, I understand doing a draft with like categories and people within it for other things,
Right.
but like it's a conceptual thing. You're just making listicles.
The first week we did a draft storm.
Yeah.
Where
we brainstormed drafts.
I watched that one.
You watched that one. So that was
I was
all
able to
the
watch that one,
ideas
yeah.
That we could do for a draft. And then the next week we drafted our drafts.
Yeah, in the episode Draft.
Yes.
Where we had a big sheet of drafts. And we drafted the drafts we most wanted to do.
And which is a beautiful bit. It is community bit, but one of the most unnecessary. I just genuinely didn't understand, like, why. Okay, I guess.
Well,
and then
we to have the best team of the best drafts.
We need to have our best drafts. Yeah,
I know. And then the bracket part.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I kind of understand the bracket part.
Well, we realized
there.
we drafted too many
We did
to
so
fit
many drafts
neatly into a bracket because we were the cup so overfloweth.
Yes.
So we decided then to do brackets of each person's
individual
team from the draft.
Yes, of course, and that's where we are in limbo in that. Correct?
Yes, this
because
is
we
the
still have to
interregnum
finish.
between
Three of
the
them,
two
but
parts
we
of
still have
that.
two
Yes.
you have to go.
Yeah, we have mine
And
and
then-
Argyle's.
And then when we have all of those draft picks, we could do a bracket. We could do a giant bracket
Right.
of the remaining entries to then finally figure out what our next draft will be.
Exactly, because the way it'll work is the two finalists of each person's bracket will move into the draft, and
Plus
each
a
person
wild
gets
card.
to pick a wild card.
Yeah.
It's just one they like from their team. And then we'll finally have an even bracket. There was no other way to get an even bracket. This is the only possible way.
But what if I draft?
Well,
Um,
then we might have to start the whole process over
then
again.
we would have 6.
It'd still be okay, right?
We could maybe just do the original 2 and no wild cards then.
Yeah, we might
here's
just be able to remove wild
because
cards.
you want it to be even, but there's 5 people that.
Well, that's why we have the
drafting,
wild cards.
That's why we have the wild cards. So
Okay.
if we just do the 6 people,
Then that would be even.
Because how many pool? What? Well, you said 2 finalists for each.
Yeah. We drafted 12 each. We were 5 people drafting 12 each the first time, and then that didn't.
So you were
work.
just gonna vote from 10,
no,
or
we
draft
were
from 10?
no,
12.
no. We drafted from
Wait,
I think I think that everyone is now understanding how bad at math Phony is. But no, bracket we did 12 because we did 12 in the SNL draft.
No, but what I'm saying is
Yeah?
you are saying the final 2 from each bracket.
Right.
are going to the pool. So that'll be
Yeah.
10 total.
Was final 2 plus 3, so it's 50. But that doesn't work either.
Because the wild card. Because then everyone has a wild card too. So we'd have 3. So everyone's drafting 3. What happens to those 3 then?
Great question.
That's what. See, this is what it's annoying. It's an Borealis.
Yeah.
I don't know where it's spiraling toward the goal. Like, if you want to get 1, the brackets should have just been bracketing to get to 1, right?
But we don't want to get to 1 because we.
Then
have
why
5.
are we? You want to get to? Why do you want to get to 5?
Well, we have 5.
No, you don't have 5.
We have 5 people.
You have 10 finalists. You have 10
Well, we
finalists.
have 15 finalists.
What are they? You said you want to draft from that, and then
Yeah, we
pick
were
the
gonna
best
draft
draft
from the 10.
What are you? But why? Just
So
do
find
the
out what
bracket
the-
off now.
No.
Just
Well,
go to
'cause
the
we
bracket.
just- we
You
just
have
ran out of time.
finalists. No, but I don't.
We
but-
had 60 We had 60 pulled out of the initial one.
No, I know, but you just literally said you were voting to get to each final 2.
Right, but we're not
so
done
that
yet.
will have 10.
Yeah, but we didn't finish it yet.
I know, but once you're done with it, you will have 10.
Yeah, then
that's
we'll
what I'm
draft
saying.
those.
Yeah.
Or then we'll bracket.
So everyone's
those 10.
drafting. So everyone's drafting
We'll
just
bracket those
3.
10.
But then again, what do you do with the 3 that's left over from the person who wins the poll for the
So
best
then
draft?
those all go into another
They
bracket.
all go into another draft, another bracket.
Another bracket.
We do then do a
That's
bracket
not a
of
that's
the...
not a bracket. That's 3. You're voting on 3.
No,
you're
no,
just,
no, no,
You're just
3
voting.
apiece. 3 apiece.
3 apiece.
So then you're just gonna have 15.
Right, and then we'll have to add 1 more to make it even.
Right, that was what
Or-
I came up with.
Yeah.
If I join and
The
I
audience
pick
was going to
3,
pick one up. I think the audience was going to pick an extra to make it even.
Yeah, so then we each would have 2, including yourself. So
Yeah,
that would
okay.
be
And
four.
if you do it, we don't need to do. We can simplify
Yes.
it.
With you, we don't need to do the weird. We don't
The
have to
wild
add
cards
the-
can go away, and it can just be the actual finalists.
It's the actual finalists.
Because
for-
then that's 12.
Yeah.
but I would just pick 2.
But we would also ditch all our wild cards.
Well, that's true. So
So you're right. We need
Where's
to do
the
the
12 coming from?
Logically, you should only pick 2, but you should probably pick 12 to then bracket off.
See,
Yeah,
okay,
You should pick
here's-
12, and we should bracket with you.
Here's the problem, y'all. I have been putting my brain with compliance work for the last week and a half.
Yeah.
I walk into this mess
Yeah.
and I say, sort it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Sort it the fuck out first before you keep moving on with things moving on.
Nah.
And so what I am saying is, if I want to join and draft something, I'm fine drafting from the leftovers, the dead weight of all the pools. I'm saying that's fine.
Yeah.
I would then make it be 12, right? So do we just want to do...
You would make it. Yeah, you would make it.
Yes,
12.
I would make it 12.
Yeah, you would. But
If we all add 1 wild card, so we
Right.
draft 3, that would be 18,
Yeah,
correct?
sure.
And I am fine if we want to do the original thing here too, because this is what we could also do. We could do, you all do your thing and you pick them. So then we have 16 total with 3 from each of the pool and the 1 audience selected. And then here's what happens. Missy comes in and chooses, after the bracket's done, to put 4 wild cards in a play-in 4. One of each person's first round. So I'll be the chaos of making 18 in there, or 18 in there, or 20, however. So we'll have 16 in the middle. That's all of yours. And then each corner has 1 playoff round. We'll have 2 of mine, or 1 of mine against 1 of yours on that. Yeah.
Let me see if my bracket software does that.
Can it do
That was
okay.
the other reason, is I was using some bracket visualizer that capped out at a certain point.
Okay.
Yeah, I was using brackethq.com.
See, what's funny is I am adding a chaotic element because I'm so trying to organize, and my organization is fighting against your chaos. I understand the battle we're having here,
well, we
What?
also
but
No,
this
I
is
think-
what I missed. This is what I wanted.
My
when I
day
came
job
back.
also is so much organization that I just don't worry about it here.
I know.
without doing the true
Oh,
process.
I can go up to 18. I can't structure it the way you wanted, but I can. Well, 20, I can structure it the way you wanted. No, that
20
doesn't work either.
Okay.
I just don't really like this bracket software. Is I think the big takeaway from this.
Hey, I am fine. How about do you want me to do this? Do you want me just to draft my own bracket? It doesn't have to be big. That we can also add on, and mine will go down to 1. I'll have 1 play in.
No, you should get more.
Okay, fine.
Just because you were out doesn't mean you shouldn't get more.
But also, so
Oh, I want to do a tier list stream too. That's a future project.
Can we then just have a final where each side has 3 that play into the final, and you just have 1 vote of 3 at the end?
Wow.
It's like 2 up to it, but like, so we have our 6, our 6 sides of the brackets with 20. Or would it be 20 or no, I'm doing my math wrong because we're each drafting 3, right? 18.
20 is the next even one. It looks like.
Okay, so if you all draft 3, audience gets.
but what you're missing out by not having a team
Sorry,
of
18.
drafts.
Well, if we do 20, the audience can pick 2 then. Because we would have 18 with our draft, because 6 people times 3 is 18.
Sure.
If it goes up to 20, audience gets to pick 2,
Sure.
and that's how we do it.
Sure. Now, how will the audience pick 2? Great question. Sounds like we need to do another draft where the audience only votes
Okay?
of the leftovers.
So we
Okay.
added an extra day somehow.
Because
See? That's what I was trying to help do. I am also
Well,
one
so here's
in
the
on
thing.
this fun.
the audience kind of already picked.
That is true.
Because the audience voted on all of ours. So the audience has been the brackets were us and the audience voting.
So I would say, okay, then can you
I don't
take? No,
Goddamn, Emily,
wait.
you might have some ideas.
Let me say. We'll make one mini bracket of not
Okay.
all of the leftovers, of the 3rd and 4th place winners, in the sense of the ones that got knocked out
Yeah.
just before the final 2. That bracket is its own leftover pool for the wild card slots, and the final 2 of that bracket then goes into the 20 spot, the spot to make it up to 20.
But what you really
So there's
missed
not a
out-
3rd and 4th place.
How? If you had brackets individually, there would have to be a 3rd and 4th place.
No. Oh, I guess there are. No, there are.
Yes,
It's alternate Oscars.
yes. Literally, there has to be. There fundamentally, if you are doing 2-on-2 bracketing,
We
has to
did-
be a 3rd and
we
4th
did a
place.
special crazy bracket.
We did a crazy straw bracket.
You all were making me think I was taking crazy pills for a second. I'm like, what did you do that you don't have a 3rd and 4th place? I'm so confused.
Yeah.
But,
Also, you were able to juice the stuff the ballot box by.
I
sending
saw. I
Google
tried.
Docs?
I tried to stuff against
Yeah.
the two blocks because I didn't know what the fuck that was.
Tuvix.
Yeah.
Well, Tuvix didn't make it. Tuvix made
No,
it.
it
Tuvix
did.
made it.
My top 2.
You're right. It's in your top
Um,
2. Your top 2 were Beam Me Up Drafty and Tuvix.
So-
So from blogs, it would be Sitcom Family Draft and SNL Characters Draft.
So here's what we have left over to do. Then I believe we have gotten to a spot where we have what we need to do. So here are the questions remaining left over.
Yeah.
The Ori brackets are on their way, so we don't have
Sure.
to worry about those. How am I creating mine? Am I simply doing a draft where I am taking from the original list of just the whole pool, and then obviously I can't pick anyone that's already going to be in the qualifier? So anything from the Sweet 8 backwards that were losers. Or am I picking from even the stuff that didn't get drafted? Or did you draft every idea?
Oh no, we didn't draft every idea. We also had the rule that you could just make something up.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, or do I just make my own drafts or pick ones that I like
Well,
from the ones that are
I
dead?
think I think you pick some of the leftovers or make up your own because we had you can make up
Okay.
your own.
But
okay.
what you're
I will-
missed out
yes.
on is the process that we came up with.
The
has
rigorous.
become a true personality test
Right, that's true.
because
Well, no,
Okay.
Missy, we won't miss out on that because Missy will still pick the original and then we'll
Okay.
bracket down Missy's because we've discovered is there's a real personality test.
this showcases who we truly are.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
So-
blogs top 2 are both Star Trek drafts,
Okay.
and Lena's top 1 and 2 both movie drafts,
Okay. Yes.
and the Caro's are both food drafts.
Oh wow. Okay.
So real themes emerged.
Yeah.
So okay, I got
And
this.
I have a sneaking suspicion what my top 2 will end up being.
Okay. Now, were people voting on their own? Like,
Yeah.
people were
People were
stuffing
able to
their own.
vote in the Twitch chat.
But no, but so like, okay, but
Oh yeah, we were voting on our own.
okay. I was just curious. I didn't know
Yeah.
if people like said, I will
No?
I will not participate. You know what? I probably won't vote on my own. I want
Now I
everyone
will
else to vote.
say,
I want you all to
Wizard
think of a
Live
personality.
was decisive on
Yes.
many
Basically,
of them.
Wizard Life could choose this whole draft.
Yeah, he held back on his influence.
Okay.
But yeah, Lena stuffed the ballot box with massive Flugelbucks with great pleasure. Different things making strange noises would absolutely be on Emily's.
So
Emily's would absolutely be weird noises or
Also-
Eldritch Horrors making weird
Also,
noises.
birds, right? Bird sounds.
Yeah, Emily suggested weird bird noise draft.
okay, I might draft that.
Now Emily did
Because
not
I have
suggest
the
it.
Merlin app. I found out what a
Right.
chimney swift was because I was hearing a weird call.
It was only not in the pool because Emily did not suggest it until after they had been drafted.
Okay, so here is what I need then in order to do my mission. I
I
need
can do round robin tournaments.
I need a pick of the original drafts, what everyone drafted,
Yeah.
and I need a copy of. You can just screenshot these and put them in the chat. The brackets all the brackets, even the ones that are done and the ones that are yet to be done. So
Well, I haven't built the ones that we haven't done yet, but yeah.
Okay, so at least the ones that have been done, so I know which ones are knocked off. And then, do you want to do all these brackets next? So here, okay.
Well, we
So
could
do you
do
want
it
to finish the
on-
brackets that you
on-
have, and then we will do my nonsense all in one shot, or do you
I'll
want
tell
to
you, it took us
intermingle?
3 hours. It took us 2 hours to do 3 brackets last
I
week.
think next time we could do 2 hours of 3 brackets again, then, because then we would
Yeah.
do.
So that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
should I be working on the rest of during this show and that show? Should I be working on a draft list to present so that at some point in between here we do I can get my bracket ready?
I mean, I
feel like-
think.
I hopefully see. Also, when we did the bracket, we also spent like a half hour trying to figure out how to do the bracket,
Yeah.
and we did it wrong.
Yeah, because
so
what
I-
happened is we realized we drafted the wrong number of things
So I think
right before the show.
I think we only got 3 done last time, but I think now with a pathway forward, we could do the 3 plus your own drafting.
See, this was March Madness, which was previously followed by February disassociation.
Hello, Apollo Koala.
And so a Ghost Bro, this is March Madness, but this is what happens with March Madness when someone who has been only working on an organization and strict lines in a play. You have to do these exactly. So I want to know the exact thing. I'm coming in with an actor's mentality of just tell me the rules, tell me the lines, tell me what I'm doing here.
We
Okay.
can just wing it,
And I'm
right?
not about that life.
I know.
Yes, and, huh?
Yes,
I just
yes.
yes-anded a bunch of things.
Yes.
Look what we got.
And I just come up with every idea I say.
And
Right?
so we have a lot of ideas because I yes-anded everything Blog thought of.
Yeah.
So we
we
have.
have a good team.
So okay,
You're the
children. Hey, everybody, listen.
Here's an idea.
Here's an idea. Do you want me to, in the rest of the time we have before that show, draft now to
do
get
it.
that out of the way?
Let's do it now.
If you think you can do it in 20 minutes, sure.
Sure, let's do it. I'll start it at least. If we
We'll
don't
do it
finish
live.
it, if we don't, fuck it, we'll do it live. But if I don't finish it, that's fine, and we'll just
Yeah.
do it. Or we
Do it
can
next time.
send updates during it. But yes, next week I
Okay,
will
so-
have a draft done.
Here's the link. It's in private chat.
Yeah.
I realize I don't think you can't edit it, so I'll have to.
No, that's fine. I don't need to edit it. I will make my own.
Okay.
Little.
But do you need Phony to read all of the things that we did draft as part of our?
Oh, great
That's
question.
that is the other thing I need is what has been officially locked.
It's in there too.
No, but I think you need to.
What
hear
everyone
Phony
picked
say
is in
them
there
all.
too. And the round by round, it has what everyone picked.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's not
Oh, you have,
easily
you have
navigable.
you have person's winners on there.
Yeah,
Okay.
and those are the ones that won the brackets.
Okay, and then the wild you already pick your wild card on that.
Yeah. Yeah. After
So
they
why
bracket
the
it-
okay? So my question is
Our
why are
wild
we
card should probably be
drafting again? Is just is it a chance to steal other people's picks essentially?
No, we were going to do the final bracket. We weren't going to draft again. After this, we were going to do the bracket of each of our top three.
Okay, this is where you're confusing me because
Yeah.
you kept talking about drafting these things before a bracket and everyone gets three.
No.
But that's where I was confused.
Yeah, the drafts have been drafted.
Okay.
We were then doing brackets.
I know.
of
I
what
just
people drafted.
you were making
Yeah.
it sound like the round after this
right.
round of bracketing was another draft, and I'm like, why are we
No.
drafting from 3 picks each? I
Well,
was very confused.
no,
It
no,
felt
no,
like
no,
an
no.
unnecessary step.
No, then it's a bracket where all of our picks enter the bracket.
Yes, we are cooking with evil grease. I'm fine with this. All right.
And then we'll just add you
I don't
and
know
then
why
2
it's
more.
so confusing. This is just perfectly normal ways to do anything.
Now, how many do you want me just to draft 8?
Oh, Emily wants to know what the difference is between a draft and a bracket.
We were doing all the things.
A draft is where you competitively pick ideas
Pick a team
from a pool,
You're picking
whereas a bracket is when you're eliminating existing things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh,
No?
what's the purpose of the bracket after you've bracketed it?
Because we have two. There's.
Emily, oh no, Emily has wandered into my logic.
Let me
of what's
unmute
happening.
Emily too. What did you just say?
So if you draft the things, then what happens with the draft? Do you just have your draft? You don't fight.
Well,
them?
because fighting them is the bracket.
Yeah. We drafted our teams, and
We
then
drafted our teams.
Our teams in like a Civil War style.
Yeah.
They limited the herd to the remaining numbers, and now that team goes on to the
Our
next
teams face
level.
off in one-on-one matches.
Mhm.
Yeah,
of bracket.
Of no
of drafts.
of drafted entries,
A
which in this
bracket-
case are
A
drafts.
bracket of draft wins.
Yeah, it's a bracket of draft wins because what we're bracketing is which draft we want to do next.
Okay. So I'm looking at.
It
the
makes total
pool
sense to me.
team.
I don't know.
And also on the list of drafts for Emily should be time zone draft.
What do you mean? What is a time zone draft?
You know, you pick your time zones.
Do you have opinions about which time zones?
Yeah, definitely.
Pacific.
Well, but is PST and PDT the same time zone,
Oh,
or are
yeah.
they each different?
Yeah, they're both the same.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah,
So here's what I'll tell you.
That
for
disadvantages
sure.
Arizona.
it does.
Actually, no, that evens it out.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, what were you saying, Missy?
So I'm going to pick. Okay, one sec. I'm picking the ones that I'm picking from the pools in the sense of what I don't believe was in any of those final ones. But you can correct me if I'm wrong because I'm looking at the show here.
Okay, and by any of our final ones, you mean none of us picked it in our draft teams, right?
Well, no, because I'm picking from your pool of draft team stuff, but the stuff that didn't make it to the final 4.
Yeah.
Oh, so
The ones that are dead already, according to the bracket. So I'm
But you
drafting. I'm drafting.
Oh.
This is what I was going to ask.
But also, we don't have that information yet for Phony and for the art.
right.
And that's fine. I'm only
Okay.
picking from. Or I guess never mind. Which ones? Okay.
You could also look at the pool tab, which is 104 entries, and then
Who-
cross-reference it.
Yeah. Who? So I'm sorry. Who's
Oh, we hit
are still
100?
left over?
Me and Argyle.
Okay.
Glad I so we I didn't realize we hit 100.
Yeah, we did. We have 104 because we added the gym draft where you draft gyms, the Jedi Council draft, the Draft Kings draft where you draft your favorite kings, and the YouTube web series draft, and the Dirty
Yeah.
Soda draft where you mix up a dirty soda by picking ingredients, which I wish I'd remembered because I would have drafted that.
So here's my question then.
Yeah.
How many total do you want me to draft? Because I have an idea.
8
8. Okay.
to do
I-
the no
yes.
12. So you have as many as
as
we
many,
had,
okay.
and then we do a bracket of your
Yeah.
12.
So I will pick. There's 5 of you for sure. 1 from everyone's list. And what that does mean is that my bracket won't be completely finalized until the next 2 rounds are done, so that I know which ones are done.
Yeah.
And that's fine. So I'll leave those ones blank, and then I will come up with either other ones I like that will have been dead, and I'll just keep, because I'm picking some of the ones that I like that are already in people's list. Some of them I'm confirmed I think are dead, and then whatever is the rest will be just ones that I want to add.
Yeah.
That haven't been on there, because I've come up with like 3 so far.
Is it a draft day draft where you pick a new cast for the movie Draft Day?
No,
With Griffin as the only returning person?
No, please no. Please no.
Is
Please
it the
Please no.
Please, yes.
Is it the mall draft?
Ooh,
Is it
Oh,
the
that
Wayne
one?
stock draft?
No. Do you want me to list what my
No.
ideas are so far? Okay.
No, you don't need to. I mean, you can if you want.
Well, I have to go back to looking at this list.
Is having a strict opinions about how this should be organized something you think has happened until now?
No, that's fine.
You can mention it if you want to.
This is what happens when you're gone.
You can mention it.
I know. Trust me. I was well aware. Okay. So I have at least 10 floating here.
Okay.
I'm confirming which ones are. Okay, one of these is from blogs.
I'm so curious.
One of these is from. Who wrote this one? One of them is from Caroline, and hers has or has not happened yet.
Caro's are done.
Yeah.
It's done. Okay. So then
I do
the
have to
next
say,
one is. Go
I
ahead.
am looking at the list of drafts. I'm struggling to remember ones which were not on a bracket, or were not on a
Yeah.
draft. A draft.
Okay,
team.
I have one on phone from Phonies,
Nice.
and yours was done, correct, Phony?
No.
No,
Oh.
yours is happening. Okay, so I will put that in a
No,
different
the
column.
person winners is where you can see the done ones.
I will put it in a pending column. If it
Perfect.
does not make it, then I will pick this one. And if
Yeah.
not, I'll pick a different one.
Yeah.
So in fact, I need to mark on here whose these are. So this is blogs. Let's see here. Which one was on Caroline's? I picked. Okay, Caroline's is that one.
Yeah, here are the final. Here are the ones that have been picked. It's just these
Yeah.
9.
Okay, none of those I've picked so far, and honestly, only the Muppet movie one would probably have been one that I would have picked from that anyways. So maybe the Star Trek one. Okay,
Well, which Star Trek one?
the Beam Me Up Scotty one is
Not
that one of them?
Tuvik's draft, which is also
This
Star Trek.
is also a
So, anyways, as we move along here,
Because that's where you make a new Star Trek character by mashing up 2 existing Star Trek characters.
oh, you mean like Spurk and Cock?
Yeah,
You can do
exactly. Like Spurk and Cock.
Where is? Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where I saw these because there's so many of them.
Sicard.
Oh my God, where did I see this? Do 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 do.
Makata.
Ugh. Okay, well, look at the next one. That one was okay. So I did pick one that was in the final. So I'm gonna take that one off my list, and I just need to come up with a new one. So
Goodbye. 90s movie draft.
I need one from Argyle. I know. Sorry, I'm in full compliance mode right now. I'm doing what I need to do to organize this so that I feel comfortable jumping into this chaos. That is at least somewhat managed.
You hear John Carpenter's doing the movie on Bong Joon-ho, or the music on Bong Joon-ho's next movie?
Which is
I did not. Okay, one second. I'm pulling this back up. Really, no one did that one? I'm surprised. I'm really fucking surprised.
GLTS draft?
No. But I mean, not actually too far off.
CISO got picked.
But shit, where did I see this? Oh, that is okay. That is Lena. Okay.
The Gethard verse one? That got picked.
I know. I saw which ones got picked, but I can't. Okay, so this is the other alternate phony one because I accidentally picked 2 from yours, but they might die. So I need
I
one
forgot
for
I picked DraftKings.
Argyle. Okay.
Oh, surprising. I don't know if you want me to say the surprising was that did not succeed. I don't think they succeeded in coming in third, fourth.
Okay.
Is we had Fast Food Avengers. I think that was one of mine that didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, also Law and Order draft didn't get past round one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really shocked, but again, I wasn't here to offer these things up because these are
I was the
Missy
only person
specifics.
who voted for Law and Order in that.
Yeah, I don't care about Law and Order.
Yeah, me either.
Oof.
I don't even watch it on TikTok.
I watch a lot of it on TikTok.
I'm shocked no one picked DC's Superhero Cafe draft.
Okay.
Where we have to build items from each section of the menu.
Sweet.
Like Aquaman's Life's a Beach Latte.
We're cooking with evil grease here. So, again, you don't want me to reveal any information yet until we do my draft
Oh,
next week after I confirm from the loser picks what I want.
I
okay.
think so. Yeah.
Okay. But I want the audience to know I have drafted.
Draft done.
Draft. It's not locked in. It's not locked in yet.
No, draft in progress.
But I'm drafting, baby.
Draft
I'm
semi-finished.
drafting like I'm playing Fortnite on racing. All right, here's my other thing I need to ask.
Can you draft that?
Can someone send me the link to how to buy the live stream tickets?
Go to UCBcomedy.com.
No, I did, and I can't find it. I went to live streams and it's not there.
No,
So-
it's under. Gethard talked about this in his live stream. For some reason, it's only listed under New York
What?
and not under live stream, even
So
though it
that's
is a
all
live stream.
that's all the information then that I needed.
I know. I said go to UCBcomedy.com.
I did, but then I went to the
Go to
natural place.
UCBcomedy.com.
And I went to the natural place. I assumed it would
Go to
be a live stream show.
UCBcomedy.com.
And I
Just do
did.
that show.
And now I'm here.
I
Just
know.
do
I
that
also had
show.
trouble finding it. I had to Google UCB Comedy that show March to find it.
Wow.
But here's the link.
That's how I did it. Oh, you're just gonna send it? Okay.
Yeah. By the way, pro tip.
Too late. I already found it myself.
Apparently, it's gonna just be the same URL, but with a different number appended at the end.
Oh, so we can just do that. Right?
Yeah, I can get way ahead. I can get tickets for a while now. There is not a page for March. I mean, for June. There is a page for April. So far, there are only pages through April. But the April show has already sold out in person.
And we know some people who might be going.
Yeah.
And since you're off the hook, you might pick up that information and present it to us.
Well, I'm going
What
I'm going to a different April one.
Oh, wait,
I'm
what?
going to the LA April one, not the New York April one. He's
Oh,
doing
there's
an
two
early,
different ones?
Yeah, he's doing a special early one in LA
Okay.
on April
okay.
13th. And then a normal one on April 30th.
Is that one going to be streamed?
Are
we-
Probably.
Oh wait, the 13th.
Yeah.
But what's fun is...
It's a Sunday.
What
It's
is
a Sunday.
what's interesting about that is because Phony will be hung up. It's a Sunday. Well, do we want to do a Blog and Missy pre-show little?
I'm not in charge of your
little
life.
thing? Oh, I'm asking Blog. I'm asking the audience. Would there be an appetite? Would there be an
Why are
appetite
you
for it?
including phony? That seems.
Oh, if only will be off the hook at the show.
That seems. What's it when you discriminate against phones? Is there a word for that?
No, it's not that
Normal?
common.
I mean, there could be.
It will be live streamed
Cool.
because it's at UCBLA. That one has not sold out, so I'm disappointed in Los Angeles. But also, if any of you want to come to Los Angeles on April 13th, tickets still available.
Well, my order is complete, so I'm all good to go to hang out with you freaks at the on the YouTube.
Yeah, intern Phony has not intern Phony. Phony
Intern
I.
Phony.
I mean, who knows? But also, it's at a different time. It's at 9 Pacific.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So that's midnight for Blog.
yeah. That and what does that post show look like?
Probably something from a phone. I'll
You're gonna-
probably be the phone filming it.
Blog is going to look like I was last night during Risk.
Yeah. Yeah.
For the audience, Missy played Games from Outer Space and it turned into Games from Outer Slumber.
Yeah, Missy just fell asleep during Risk.
Nice.
Oh, we have 5 minutes left, right? Or 4 minutes left? Okay. I have two.
Oh yeah, I wasn't sure if you wanted to reveal this here. Or...
I have two
Yeah.
tributes to Fluval. Do we want to wait and do it in the post show, or do we want to do it now? I can't remember if there's going to be a transition period or not.
What do you mean transition period?
Like, Phony, are you with us this whole time, or
No.
is
No, it'll be Fluval. So I guess we
It'll
should.
be
I mean,
Fluval
do you want to present these to me or Fluval? That's your.
I want to
question.
present them to Fluval, but that's what I'm saying. Is Fluval going to be here before the show
No.
or after? Okay. So
Fluval
then I will
doesn't
wait
join
to
on
do
these
it.
days.
Who's Fluval?
Oh, do you want a tarot reading? I
He's
can
the
get
Grand
my...
Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire.
Well, howdy, partner. I'll do a tarot reading for you real quick.
Ooh.
Oh.
There they are. Okay. So, give me your favorite number between 1 and 10 to begin with.
4.
It's Well Howdy Partners.
Yeah, Well Howdy Partner is doing it, not you, blog.
Yeah.
7 says Well Howdy Partner.
Okay, so 1 shuffle already.
It's also a great name.
2, 3. I'll rotate on the 4th. Okay, rotate. And now
Yeah, you should get a reading on your
5.
birthday.
6.
Also,
7. Okay.
conversation. A more precise name for next week's theme should be "This is 40-year-old Goosey."
Oh boy. Look at your first card. Well, howdy, partner. The Lovers.
Yes.
Look at
The
that. Ooh la la. Oh, Kirby. So be looking for love your way, but it might not be love with another person. It might be finding a new passion. I don't want you to think that it has to be human to human things on here. Uh-oh. The upside down judgment. Look at that. So that
Uh-oh.
means,
That was gonna be a
SpaghettiOs.
good thing then.
yes, normally that means you need to have discretion, but actually other people might be too discreet on you. And here we go. Last one for you here. The Sun. That's just, I guess raising happiness. I don't fucking know anything about tarots. I just wanted really pretty Muppet cards.
Here comes the sun.
Isn't there like
Doody doody.
But again, here are your 3 cards.
wouldn't Ozzy be the fool? Like, who is the fool?
I believe Gonzo's the fool. Let me look.
Oh, that I see that. I think Gonzo works as the fool.
Boy, the fool's buried. But you had a long way to get to the fool. Yeah, there's your fool.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Emily, what do you think? Does it make sense that Gonzo's the fool?
Absolutely.
See, you're wrong, blog.
I don't know. I feel like Gonzo deserves better.
Well, the fool's not bad. The fool's actually like one of the most special cards in the tarot.
Yeah, he's
It's-
the one going on the journey.
It's also the only unnumbered card.
Interesting.
So he stands apart from the entire rest of the deck.
You are welcome.
And is
Yeah.
kind of the protagonist of the tarot.
I guess this is a bit now. If anyone, maybe need a bumper for it, but if anyone wants to summon your Muppet,
tarot reading has returned.
your Muppet future, I can grab this whenever.
Speaking of bumpers,
What?
get prepared for a bumper that you're not going to know until I show you this.
Oh. Hey, look at that.
Oh no!
Oh no, Ray! I mean,
Hey, I heard someone's turning 40 next week, and I just want to say, I got your back, buddy.
Ah!
I got you on the year
Well,
9.
I mean, me and Ray are both men of a certain age.
Yeah.
that's
True.
true.
Boo.
I mean, who can argue with that truth?
Yeah.
Indeed. Are we waiting specifically for the show to start? Or
Yeah.
are we okay,
Oh
cool.
yeah, no, we can
I
go
didn't-
until they haven't gone live yet.
I didn't know when the button was being pushed. Okay, Alex needed me real quick then, so I'm gonna go take care of her life. Right, 1 sec.
I mean, this is real life. Like, this is happening. So I wouldn't agree epistemologically with that division that you draw there.
Now this is happening.
Real life isn't only family. It's also not only Beef Week. or being a friend of Steph Germ.
I actually.
Now this is not real life, and this is not real life.
Patch 8
But
waiting
this
room.
is real life. As is this.
I'm just waiting so hard
And
for
this.
patch 8 so we can do
And
our
this.
yet to be determined Chaos Run or Evil Run in Baldur's Gate 3. We haven't decided which.
Well, and
which
this will
way
be
the
happening
scales are
later
gonna
tonight. In real life.
What's happening?
This.
What's happening?
That post show with We Are Trash People's Emily Pineapple and Fluval, Grand Trivia Master of the Grand Aquarium Empire.
Hey, what happened?
Hey,
DraftKings.
what happened?
And McDonald's. And Samsung happened. As did Mountain Dew and Droopy McCool.
Nancy, what did you think of all of our Silent Live drafts?
Right.
Oh, right. I did look at them. Did I not? Let's see here. I think I maybe did.
You did an SNL draft, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
'cause
you did
I think I
leftovers.
submitted mine,
You
but
did.
I don't
You got
remember
all-
if I picked like one as my favorite, and I don't know if I want to. I liked all of yours, equally.
Patrick did.
Patrick did.
Because he picked Lena's, right?
Yeah.
LED light.
Or yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Oh, LED
came on
lights
and
was-
picked
okay.
LED light as his favorite.
I knew it was one of the L's.
But you
It
got all
was-
three. You got all three of Spinal Tap.
Yeah. Oh yes, I was so happy.
Yeah.
Like you fools, you freaking fools! You left like gold for me.
Well, there was so much gold.
And I did manage. I thought I screwed up at the end and didn't have a weekend update person, but I drafted Brian Doyle Murray, who did do it for a little bit.
Yes.
As the anchor, he was anchor?
Yes,
Okay.
he was anchor for a hot moment.
Some might say he's the best. to ever
Well,
do
because
it.
Bill
Well,
Murray,
apparently none of us, because you didn't draft him.
because Bill Murray did a bit on the 40th anniversary where he's ranking the weekend update people, and I think he put Brian Doyle Murray
Yes.
as number one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get Sarah Squirm. That was my number one priority.
I'm assuming you did, right?
Yeah. Number one pick, Sarah Squirm.
Oh, look at this baby.
Oh,
Dr.
number one
President.
pick.
Oh, a little lower. There we go. Look at him.
Unsurprisingly, I also wish
waited.
Cronenberg was doing better in the blank check
I
bracket.
know. Fucking hell. It's so dumb.
I don't want the Cohen. I don't love that he's going out to the Cohen brothers.
I mean,
I like the
yeah.
Cohen brothers, but like, you know,
The Crowan
Yeah.
brothers.
I would love if he went out to at least someone in his like league of weird.
I'm a Brooks boy with an eye.
I wish it was Brooks v. Cronenberg for the finals. I really do. I know
I
Intern
do too.
Forrest has the same opinion.
Who's the Brooks? Is it Mel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mel beat Bong Joon-ho, which given the Bong's
Wow.
performance in previous brackets was wild.
Yes. And
Now
it was
he's
like
up-
it was margins. It was margins, but he did it.
And now it's next up will be Mel Brooks versus Peter Weir, and then hopefully Mel Brooks versus either Francis Ford Coppola or Peter Jackson.
I hope
it's not Coppola.
I hope it's close.
I'm more nervous
yeah.
about his odds against Coppola.
Yeah, I'm scared. Ugh. Oh, The Godfather, is that a good movie? Oh, Apocalypse Now, is that a good movie? Yeah, definitely not one of the most talked about directors of all time. But I don't know what Blank Check is going to be able to bring to it.
Well, I mean, it is a
The
Nor-
Megalopolis episode is the only reason, is the thing that's getting him over the top a little bit.
I mean, they're going to have to address the fact that he wrote an open letter defending a child molester.
Well,
It's really weird. Like, everyone loved Coppola, but it's like, okay, like, let's have someone that didn't do that. There's plenty of other options.
they also didn't address that some directors have signed the letter that was written defending Polanski. So,
Oh, which one?
well, David Lynch signed that letter.
What? Ooh.
Yes, he did.
Ooh, jeez. What the hell?
What the hell?
I mean, then again, I don't even know about the Polanski fucking letter. There's always people that are.
Oh, you
popping
meant
up
a
on
different
that.
letter. Oh, you meant the Jeepers Creepers letter.
Yeah. Oh, are you talking about the Polanski letter?
I meant the Polanski letter. 'cause
Oh, I mean,
he
that's
also
still
signed
that's
that.
still like,
But that's not. It was Harvey Weinstein's letter, for Polanski.
Yeah, oh
That's
God.
what it was.
Oh
Wow.
God.
Yeah.
Double.
That's how
ouch.
I knew it was cursed. That was why I knew it was especially cursed. It was it was him or no Coppola. Yeah. Oh, there's a new pre-roll. There's a new That Show exclusive pre-roll.
What?
And it's using the Donna Summer synth arpeggios from I Feel Love.
But it's live, so that means it's time for us to wrap up.
Blow it up, baby.
Boom! Here
Next
comes.
week, this is 40.
We
40.
bring it up to you.
A bigger bomb than Megalopolis.